kids turn into teens, stereotypes become more evident. Whether you're a boy,
or a girl,
black, white,
Asian,
Hispanic, stereotypes are everywhere.
Tell me what you know about dreams. Tell me what you know about night terrors. Nothing. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow. I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
Where did you get this? This is my mom's.
Come on, bro. I'm not gonna break it.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine.
Throw it in. You're nice and low.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
According to recent peer pressure statistics from Adolescent Drug Abuse Understanding Base, illegal drugs are introduced to 30% of teenagers who are in their junior and senior year of high school. 22% of them are getting attached to peers who use the same drugs.
Do you think there is a teen stereotype?
One teen stereotype, that teenagers are this way, you mean?
Yes, that they are self-centered.
Teens are characterized as being sometimes apathetic, not caring about school or not caring about issues, and I think it's an inaccurate stereotype, but I think there definitely is a stigma around teenagers.
Teens in this generation are viewed as maybe less respectful or less obedient than perhaps in other generations.
To believe that people are probably pretty consistently either self-centered or whatever it is. So teenagers probably are a bit self-centered, and they probably always were, and they probably always will be.
I think stereotypes always need to be challenged.
Necessarily one stereotype, but the different groups, the different cliques, I do think you see that a lot.
They're struggling to figure out who they are, what they like, what they don't like, what they will put up with, and what they won't put up.
To describe a teenager, I would say teens are very passionate, and I think that's one of the things. Instead of saying that they're impulsive or saying that they don't think things through, I think that the flip side of that is that they act on what they feel is right.
Positive stereotypes of teens, like that they are caring and just kind of always represent what the future is going to bring.
Unfortunately, I think movies and television really do sort of create or embellish this stereotype about teens.
I don't really know if I believe that the media actually encourages anybody to do anything. More than anything, I think the media reflects reality.
By putting characters on shows, whether it's how the gay kid acts or how the jock acts or how the cheerleader acts.
Teens sometimes behave in certain ways because they feel that that's what everyone expects them to behave like.
Teenagers are as varied as adults, that how they present themselves in their world is different than how they actually think.
There's some groups in this country who are the victims of unfair stereotypes, especially their teenagers, the way they see themselves portrayed in the media, and this is not only the news but also popular culture. They then take up the elements of that behavior because they, again, feel that that's what's expected of them.
Sometimes you don't even realize that those ideas, are what's causing you to act a certain way.
Teenagers, I think, will always be regarded as kind of reckless, and kind of just never taken as seriously as perhaps they should be.
According to Telegraph Co. UK, a concerned parent said, "I think back to my own childhood, when my generation roamed far and wide. But today's children are not free-ranged. They're battery-reared." Do you think there's this teen stereotype?
Yes, I do.
If so, what is it?
I think there are different stereotypes according to
different people, and according to who's saying them.
Teenagers are irresponsible and lazy, and they just like to have fun.
We party, drink, and have sex, just like in Project X.
That we're generally loud and crazy and like to go party.
Well, there's a stereotype for that teens that we set ourselves as, and then there's a stereotype that different groups of people give us.
Hard to define because it depends on the person. So everyone else has their own viewpoints of what the teen stereotype is.
Older people think we're stupid and like kind of rebellious, and not very respectful towards others.
Selfish, we're unmotivated. We all like to drink and like smoke and like do stuff that we're not supposed to do.
We're lazy and all we do is go on the internet.
Stereotype of the people you choose to follow, and then the stereotype of the people that are being followed.
We like to have fun, experiencing new things, doing everything we can before we get older, before we go to college, even in college, just trying to live up our life before we have to be in the real world.
Go up in cars and scream on the rooftop.
Cliques have a lot to do with stereotypes. Like there's a stereotype of how a cheerleader should be, or a stereotype on how the athlete should be.
I think adults come up with a stereotype.
Like they only show everyone what, I guess, fits the stereotype for everyone.
People, the kids, teenagers, create the stereotype between themselves according to what they see on TV and other forms of media.
What's your problem? Like, why aren't you acting like you're supposed to?
Seas full of fish this big. I'm telling you what, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you, I promise you. So anyway, bottom line, what ends up happening is George Clooney comes over. George Clooney.
Don't let television, don't let commercials, don't let music videos tell you how to act. That's just behaving, that's just following the crowd. Find out who you are.
Prevent the stereotype.